goodness. Nice to be sitting down, dialing in a new camera and mics and all kinds of stuff. But today I'm gonna do a little video on the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro, which is in these Lykus cases. So Mini 3 Pro, Lykus hard case. This isn't a Lykus video, but I do like Lykus. They're actually really great bags and cases. And we have the Mini 4 Pro in this guy, which fits really beautifully. The Mini 4 Pro did not fit in the hard case, so you guys are aware, but boom, fits perfectly snug. I will give one of these away if you want, so comment, like, subscribe, and I will enter all the comments and raffle one of these guys off. They were like $40 on Amazon, but really well worth it and really nice little cases. And I will throw in a little Atort aerial sticker as well. So again, we have this guy with the RCN2 remote, which I don't want to get confused. I got red sticks coming for this guy that will differentiate the drones. And then we have the Mini 3 Pro in here, also with gold sticks on the RCN1. Now what's the difference between the two controllers? This controller can't support OcuSync 4.0. This one can. So I guess there is a little difference in the look of them. For the most part, going to be confusing if you don't have something to really separate the two. So anyway, Mini 3 Pro, a great little drone, as I'm sure everyone knows by now. Mini 4 Pro, also a great little drone, definitely a little different. It has a little different gimbal cover, has more sensors, some top sensors, bottom sensors, just more going on. An auxiliary light, which is really great to fly at night. These little guys, if you don't know, are really hard to see, let alone at night. If I fly in the city and I have an auxiliary light that I can actually force on, which you can, I will have a way better time and have way more confidence flying this guy in the city or anywhere at night, and that's that. But this is going to be a range test, a really quick video. I hope I don't have a ton of time because I have some stuff to do, but I wanted to take the energy and just kind of go and launch these drones and see how far we can go. I probably won't be able to maintain visual line of sight, which is the way to really do this legally, but regardless, we fly as carefully as we can. I'm going to go over the river, so if anything happened, the drone would fall into the river and it would be out of luck on my end. But regardless, let's just go and launch the Mini 3 Pro. Just so you're aware, I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is going to be my weapon of choice. Definitely a huge upgrade from the 13 Pro Max, which I had. The titanium makes it feel so much lighter. I mean, it's noticeably lighter. And when you hold this thing all the time and you fly, and I had wrist surgery and hand surgery, believe me, it's a real welcomed treat to have a lighter iPhone, and actually a better iPhone. It's a little bit brighter. I think it's like 2000 nit or something when it peaks out. I'm not exactly sure of the specs, but regardless, let's go ahead and launch this guy, and I'll do a screen recording while I'm doing this, and we will just see how far we can go. Oh, this isn't my ideal location for doing this, but I didn't want to go and spend too much energy driving to the city. It's hard to find a spot when you're recording these videos where you can do it with some kind of solitude and peace without a lot of distractions going on, because that's a big part of flying safely, is not having distractions and stuff while you're trying to fly far, or especially if you're flying a little bit beyond visual line of sight. So we're going to power this guy. Actually, what I'm going to do first is make sure we have the identical batteries. So I believe, so this is an extended battery, not the 249. And I believe, let me see what this guy has. Pretty cool little drone though. Definitely a neat little upgrade, and it's pretty amazing how far this Mini series drone has come. The Mini 1 was really pretty cool, but at the same time it was Wi-Fi and it had a really horrible range and transmission. So the Mini 2, that much better. I still have my Mini 2. I probably will never sell any of these guys, but this guy. Here, let me go ahead and get this down. Fold the arms or legs or whatever you want to say. And I'm going to see what battery we have in here. So this is the 249 gram drone, right in, and it's fully charged or almost fully charged. So we're going to keep that guy over here. We'll put this guy right over here above. Boop. Let's see if they can. Oh, they want to be friends. There we go. That's the balance. Now don't fall on me. And we're going to grab the hub. That makes me nervous because I am super OCD and I hate when my gear gets all beat up. So we're going to put that guy down. Actually, you know what's funny? Now I'm like swapping out and not knowing which one is which. Let me see now. So it does say pretty clearly RCN2 on the back, right over here in the upper left corner. So RCN2, you go with the Mini 4 Pro. They almost get confusing to even know which one is which. So let me see the 249 gram. This is the Mini 3 Pro, 249 gram. We're going to throw this guy in there. We're going to power it on. Fully charged, always important when you're doing anything, especially a range test, but we'll see what happens. We're going to go ahead and make sure I have the right controller, power this guy on, power the drone on, and cruise and see what we can come up with. I don't know. I tested it once, and the Mini 4 Pro flying off my balcony didn't get much further than any of my other drones, but I have a feeling there's some kind of interference thing going on where it just prevents, because even my Mavic 3 Pro, nothing seems to want to go past a certain point. So let's try a new location like we are now and see what happens. Oh, shit. So I forgot about that. I didn't change the cable yet. So this cable is USB-C to Lightning, and the Pro Max is no more Lightning. It is USB-C to USB-C. So now let me see if I have one of those cables in here. If not, I will just have to pull it out of this guy for the moment. Make my life very confusing to know which one is which. Okay, there we go. Put that back down. Yeah, it's nice having the USB-C port on the 15 Pro Max, but just kind of getting everything sorted with all the new gear, and it takes a second. So we're going to go ahead and record the screen. Let me see. Shoot. I don't even know if let me see if I have the screen recording. Yes, I do. Screen recording. 3, 2, 1. It's recording right now. We're going to go, actually I'm going to quit out of all the apps because I was looking up something, dialing in these mics with the new Sony body. And we're going to go ahead and get into the Fly app. Move this guy over a little bit. Let me make sure it's still recording. It is. Mini 3 Pro firmware updated. We don't even care really about the storage because I don't think there's a memory card in this guy for whatever reason because I was downloading them. But we're going to put it in auto just because we're not doing anything fancy. We're just going to fly. We're going to wait. We got satellites, and we're going to launch this thing. If you see, I got coverage, really gross actually. And I'm going to just launch it, pull in the sticks. Boom.
Takeoff. Takeoff. Home point updated. Home point updated.
Makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume down, brighten this up a little bit. And if you see these crosshairs, just so you know, I can safely fly through this little gap, making sure I keep that crosshair right in the zone that I want to fly. I'm going to cruise out of there, get over the river, get up, and we'll head to, I think we'll head to the right. I don't know. Yeah, we can head down that way. Make sure we're still screen recording. We are. I'm going to get to a safe altitude. Probably got to clear those lines. I would say a couple 100 feet. Now, mind you, I'm in normal mode. I'll probably put it in sport mode. Or let's just go, let's cruise in sport mode. We're going to cruise and see what we can do. The drone is going. We're distance 470, 80, 500 feet. We'll cruise up a little bit in altitude. And we are just going to see what we can do. See this little view of the river. There's always weird power lines. It always kind of freaks me out, but we should be fine. Sport mode, it will disable obstacle avoidance, so be aware of that, which is good for now because we don't want or need any interference. We're not low enough where we can clip anything. And we're going to see. Let's see how far we can get over the river. Along the river we cruise. I mean, the Mini 4 Pro is not a huge upgrade. I think the biggest upgrade would be the transmission and the auxiliary light. The obstacle avoidance, I honestly turn off a lot of times, and you could see I'm getting a weak signal. My RC is basically, let me just keep on pushing it because it's just going to come back home. You don't have to panic. And 34, 70, 35. I'm basically breaking up right now, and then we're gone. 35, 84, I believe it was. So I'm getting by the zone, which I don't want to be by. We're going to start returning home, and that was that. Roughly 3,500 feet with the Mini 3 Pro, sitting exactly where I'm at right now. And I'm just going to cruise back home. And let's just see. This will be a really simple test. Let's see if this thing goes that much further. Let's cancel out, and I'm just going to fly back home. Or let's just push it a little bit more. Hold on one second. You could see it's laggy and stuttering. So it has a weak signal, and it definitely is not. Yeah. So 3,500 essentially is the range. I'm just going to head back. Again, flying over the river, so if anything were to happen, nobody's getting hurt. There's nobody there. Not flying over anyone. No boats. Nothing. We're going to hightail home in sport mode. Always pay attention to
Approached edge of
landmarks.
altitude zone.
Know where you are. I'm going to lower down a little bit and just kind of cruise. There's the little dam. We're watching our distance come down. And we are going to just see. I don't know why the virtual home point. I don't know if it has it. It should have it on this. I think I did the update. Let me check really quickly. Control, safety. Maybe it doesn't have it on this. I don't know. Maybe it is just the Mavic 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro. I guess it doesn't have it on the Mini 3 Pro. Let me know if you know that answer. We're cruising over here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We're going to lower. We got the line, so always remember the obstacles. I know this area relatively well, so I know where there's stuff. We're going to come down. I can hear a manned aircraft, but I could also see the drone right now. And we're going to come down. There's that little tree. I'm right here. See that? I'm in this little, that guy right there. Doo-doo-doo-doo. But I'm going to lower right over the river. And I'm going to cruise right back. Ideally through those trees. Get it out of sport mode. This is kind of like, let's see where you are. There you are. So we're going to look up, put the gimbal up. There we are. And we're going to cruise right back to me. Paying attention to those crosshairs. And while I'm looking at the crosshairs, I'm actually watching the drone and paying attention. So, see that? They may want to freak out because obstacle avoidance. Cruise right in. And voila. Safely get back to where I'm at. Can take a picture. Okay. Come back over here. I'm going to put it in sport mode. Turn it around, yaw. Put my hand down.
Landing.
Voila, drone number 1. So this guy made it 3,500 feet. Let's see what the Mini 4 Pro does, right? We're gonna do this. Still screen recording. Power down this. Power down Mini 3 Pro. Take the USB-C to USB-C cable out. It does get confusing. This guy will go in the right little port. Not that it really matters. So RCN2, the newer of this style remote, which has the ability to handle the new OcuSync transmission. Put the iPhone 15 Pro back in. Whoop. Double click, USB-C cable in to the iPhone. Power on Mini 4 Pro. And make sure we're still screen recording. We are. 75% battery. Let our satellites do our thing. 4, 5,
Approached
6.
edge of altitude zone.
Okay, so we got altitude zone. We're not going to be flying that high. 16 satellites, 17. Let's get a few more. You always want to fly safely, of course. And we're going to take this
Takeoff.
and we're going to take off.
Home point updated.
Cruise the same way. I have this drone essentially dialed. Let me check. Sorry about that, but I want to make sure the screen recording is still going. We are out. Going to get up. Virtual home point is back. If you see that in the lower right-hand corner. Now, mind you, we're going to see if we can get past 3,500 feet, right? So, Mini 3 Pro, or Mini 4 Pro, I should say. Let's go and cruise. Wish you luck. We're heading over the dam. We'll go around 200 feet. We got the little virtual home point on the bottom of the display, as you see. 1,000 feet. Cruising. Same exact position, so nothing has changed. Personally, I don't know if it's going to go much further. I think you're really limited by how obstructed you are. Like, I'm sitting underneath this little canopy thing, so I think that plays a big part of it. Every single location is going to give you different results, so you always have to be aware of that. Never think it's going to do the exact same thing in every location. It's not realistic, and it's not the way this works. So we're cruising. No breakup so far. You see I'm turning. No issue. We're going. Remote controller. It's going a little bit further. Okay. So, oh, I'm stopping. Weak signal. Can I still yaw the drone? I can. At basically 3,800 feet, it's laggy, as you see. But what is it doing? Telling me to go back home. But what am I making? What, another let me see, 3,900 feet? It's definitely better, right? Almost at 4,000 feet, and I still have a signal. Not a great one, but I still got reception. Let's go and keep on going. 4,000. I'm going to yaw the left stick. It's not doing anything. Let's go back a little bit to like 4. Okay, let me see. So I can't, it's not responsive right now. 4,100 feet, I would say 4,000 feet. So what we get, another additional 500 feet of range with the Mini 4 Pro. Is that a huge deal? I don't know. You tell me. I'm going to return to home, get this thing back.
Return to home.
I have 54% battery, so make sure you have enough time to get back home. You don't want to start getting home or going home at like 20% battery, for example. You see we're heading back. The signal will kind of come back and we'll have a display on our screen soon. We got the virtual assist happening, which is pretty cool, but I'm going to cancel that just for the sake of not flying over anyone or any house. And I'm just going to get back over to the river and get back safely home, and that's that. So Mini 4 Pro basically got us an additional 500 feet. Is that worth upgrading? I don't know. It may be. If you're in a hard environment like Chicago, maybe it will give you that much more signal if you're trying to go around a building, for example. I'm not sure. I didn't test that kind of stuff yet.
Approached edge of altitude zone.
But I definitely know it did get us more range. Not a ton. Is it worth upgrading? I don't know. Probably not a huge deal breaker. Mini 3 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, but you do have more obstacle avoidance. You do have a little bit more range, and you have that auxiliary light, which is a great visual aid if you are a night flyer and you do want to have, you can still use it in the daytime or when it's low light and have a little better gauge on where this little tiny drone is visually. So that's that. I mean, worth the upgrade. Not a huge investment. I have both. I'll probably keep both just for the sake of having some stuff to compare. Looks pretty cool, right? That's a nice little shot. I'll take one picture. Boom. I'm paying attention to where I'm at. So I'm crossing the dam. I'm crossing this. And I noticed that I flew from this little tree right there. So visually, you just want to pay attention to everything, because knowing where you're at, this virtual home point really is great. But who knows, maybe that can fail too one time. We're going to come over here, lower. Let me make sure. If you point the gimbal straight down, right now, get out of there. I'm over traffic. Didn't really want to do that. But if you point your gimbal straight down 90 degrees, that's where you're at. Sometimes you think you're over the river still, but you're not. So here's the little tree. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to start seeing where I'm at. This is the home point. I'm going to lower it slowly, not keep it in sport mode. Kind of work my way over. I can see the drone. I'm watching you, drone. I can see you, Mini 4 Pro. I love you. It really is a cool drone, though. So, I don't know. I just geek out on this stuff like I'm sure we all do. I'm going to put it in sport mode because I don't want to have obstacle avoidance messing with me. I'm going to watch those crosshairs. I'm going to cruise in. Oh, there's a little branch. We don't want to even hit, not branch, a little piece of grass. We're going to dial ourselves back in, throw it in the auto mode so we can see. And here we go. Here comes Mini 4 Pro. Take a bow, Mini 4 Pro. Yes, you did great. And one other thing too, be careful, because I almost hit the ceiling in my house trying to hand catch this thing when I was flying inside. Put your hand down, because it always wants to raise up.
Landing.
Low. So if it does raise up, it has some leeway above you and doesn't hit like the roof of this thing or your ceiling. So which one won? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mini 4 Pro for the win. So this guy is victorious. It did do better, flew further, not a ton further, but it flew another additional 500 feet, which leads me to believe that this is going to give you a stronger signal if you are in a tough environment. We shall see. I'm going to do further testing with this, but for now, that's that. So again, If you do want one of these Lykus cases, I'm going to give one away. Make sure you comment in the comment section below, like, subscribe. If you want, hit the notification bell, and that's it. I will probably, within like a week or 10 days, I'll go through and do a little generator with all the people who commented on the video and give one of these away. They're really great cases. Fits the Mini 3 Pro, fits the Mini 4 Pro perfectly. Light, inexpensive. I'll also put the affiliate link to this case, which is a Titan MM300, I believe. Or I think it's like, yeah, Spartan. I don't know. There's a long name to it, but it's a soft case from Lykus for the Mini 3 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, and that's it. Victorious Mini 4 Pro. It definitely, in the exact same scenario, went further, had a better transmission signal, and that's it. So subscribe, guys. Aloha. Bye.